Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Check out your nearest Safeway for great deals on items throughout the store. This week at Safeway, value packs of Signature Farms boneless skinless chicken breast or thighs are buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. Also this week at Safeway, 1 pound containers of strawberries and 6 ounce or 18 ounce containers of blueberries are buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. Visit Safeway.com, download the Safeway Deals and Delivery app, or head into your local Safeway to find more great deals.
South Australian Playwrights Theatre presents The Middle Way by Lucy Coombe, Episode 1.
I'd like to tell you a story. Of course, knowing full well that you probably don't want to hear from me, or have anything to do with me, or possibly even be in the same room together. And who could blame you? My behaviour has been appalling. If a mother's worth can be measured by her being there, I failed at every turn. I'm not my mother, but then again, maybe I'm worse. Maybe that's how you see me. Maybe that's how Jake saw me. So Ethan, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this, and the fact that you're not the one who needs to hear isn't lost on me. Not by a long shot. I'm telling you this story without censor, not as a justification of the unjustifiable, but as a way of piecing it all together. I just wish someone had told me how easy it is to make a mess of things. That there are no second chances, no restarts. Just a whole lot of band-aids and sticky tape keeping the whole mess together. Like the terrible craft projects my boys, the little ones, used to make out of old boxes and toilet rolls. I should have been more honest from the start. I know that. Join the dots back to where it all began. It all seems clear now, exactly when the grand unravelling began. Cat's night. Your night too, of course. And his. You eaten?
Mm-mm. You?
No.
The boys are asleep?
Hugh, I don't know what to say. Good. I mean, I'm glad they're asleep. Do you want one?
I should go to bed.
Are you not even going to ask how she is?
How is she?
Well, she's stable. Thanks for asking.
Are you going to ask how Miles is?
How's Milesy?
Our son is fairly shitty. Thank you for asking.
Hugh, what do you want me to say? How am I meant to make this right?
You could start by admitting that your daughter is pretty fucked up.
I have admitted it. I'm admitting it every day. I've tried to talk to you about her.
She needs more than anything I can do.
Well, yeah, we're both in agreement about that.
Clearly, her issues need to be dealt with.
It's a process, Hugh.
Phillipa, she slit her wrist in front of our 6-year-old. Anyway, she can't stay here when she gets out of hospital. It's not safe. I don't want her around the boys.
Where are you suggesting she goes?
She can have the rental apartment. There's no one there at the moment.
I thought there were tenants lined up.
Doesn't matter. She can have it. It's hers.
What about me? Am I supposed to go with her too?
What? No. Of course not.
Well, she won't be out for a while, but, when she does come home, she's going to need a lot of monitoring.
She's not staying here.
So what are you saying? We bail on her when she needs us most.
What we've been doing so far doesn't seem to be working. She clearly hates being here, hates everything she's been offered, hates us all.
You've never tried to understand her.
What? I've done everything for her. For you.
Jesus Christ, Hugh. I've tried to be the person you wanted me to be. I've hosted the parties and joined the fundraisers and squeezed myself in. Those women have never accepted me. Why would their daughters accept my daughter?
And Kat's actions are their fault.
Those mean girls. Those mean bloody girls used to make me feel sick when they were over. They're happy to take whatever was on offer, but the shit they used to pull. Kat, you should totes go for blah blah from blah blah. He doesn't even care if someone's a bag job. He's online now. Actual. Talk to him. Oh, no, he's gone. Sorry, Catty. We really did think he was desperate enough.
They didn't give her the knife.
Did your mum really have you at 17? Legit. She doesn't even know who her dad is. How's the gene pool out there, Kat? Sure you're not an inbred?
Yeah, okay.
We should have kicked them out of the house, Hugh. Reported them. Gone straight to the police. Cyberbullying is a crime, you know. Those messages I found on her phone, they were vile. Look, she needs our support right now.
We'll take her to another shrink. Find one that works this time. Do what you need to do, but she's not staying here anymore.
How can you put that on me? What sort of mother leaves her child when she's just tried to fucking kill herself?
Who said anything about leaving her? She's practically an adult. The apartment is only a couple of streets away. Go visit her every day.
Hugh, you are not listening to me. I'm telling you that she would never hurt her brothers.
You can give that guarantee, can you?
Look, let's just give this another chance. I'll never leave her alone with the boys.
I'm sorry it's come to this, Phillipa, but she's had so many chances.
I just don't know how to talk to her. I'm sorry we've made your life so messy. What are we doing?
I'm going to bed.
I mean, us. What are we doing? Where are we going?
I can't do this now. It's the middle of the night.
Are you still listening, Ethan? She comes in now. And you. I'm sure you remember. I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is I'm meant to say to you.
Anything you like, Rayleen.
Why I'm here, I don't really know.
Okay, Rayleen, I'll go through it with you again. You gave that boy Ethan quite a fright when you came in his car with a cricket bat. He's decided not to press any charges despite considerable damage to the vehicle, both with the smashed windows and the defamatory comments on the bonnet. Presumably, he's not pressing any charges due to the circumstances of what you're dealing with at the moment, what you're both dealing with. However, legally, you are obliged to attend this session with me just to ensure that your feelings aren't too overwhelming, that you may be at risk of other actions of which you may come to regret. So why don't you just start by telling me why this young man made you so angry?
Well, he's a no-hoper. Led my boy astray. Didn't have a moment's trouble with Jakey until that one came along. Then he stopped coming to church with me and got involved in all sorts of sins with the no-hoper.
It must be very hard without Jake. It was just the two of you living together, wasn't it? You must miss him terribly.
Well, of course I miss him. Is this your job? To ask all sorts of obvious questions like, do you miss your dead grandson? Knew I should have gone to uni. Sorry, love you. Yes, I miss him. And always will. But he's with his maker now. He wanted my boy. Could see how special he was. I know Jake is with his keeper, despite some of the lifestyle choices he made with the no-hoper. Must have been why he took Jake and not the other one. Because he wanted him, all for himself in the hereafter. My boy loved me. But the big fella loved him. Had other ideas for Jake, better ideas. Needed him. Needed my boy. Must have been the way he used to wrap his little arms around my neck like his life depended on it. Those big, wide eyes that knew things. that would look up at you and shine with such belief and understanding.
Here.
Don't need a tissue.
Water.
No.
You're allowed to have feelings, you know, Rayleen, especially in here.
Are you a believer?
Rayleen, this session really isn't about me.
Take that as a no. I feel sorry for you lot, with your fancy letters by your name, but no real guidance. That used to be me, you know. Well, not the fancy letters, but the no guidance. It was over 30 years ago now that he came to me. Was a single mum, on my own in the whole world, when I was invited to experience the boundless blessings of his love. When I was awakened, I realised that everything that had gone before, all the pain and suffering, was just a warm-up to knowing God. So, love, I know what it's like to be unsaved.
Rayleen, it's wonderful that you found something that's brought you so much joy. Do you think that maybe Ethan could do with some compassion right now? He's lost someone he loves too.
Let me tell you something. Shameful what those two are getting up to. He, upstairs, sees everything. And let me tell you, what those two fellas were up to is not how he intended. After all those years of looking after Jake, when his mum was unfit to. And that's how he chose to repay me. I've got to tell you, now that I think about it, maybe I am worried about his soul. But, yeah, I shouldn't have frightened the no-hoper in that way. Listen, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not a threat to anyone. I see the error of my ways. It was just a silly mistake. I'm cured.
After Hugh won the cat round, she was swiftly escorted to our 10th floor luxury studio investment property. Not considered at risk enough to be sectioned or to warrant a bed in hospital. But as promised, I was there every day. Even though Kat often wasn't. Excuse me? Hi. Excuse me? Hi there. Hello?
Hello,
Hello. Sorry. Who are you?
Marcus.
Right. Phillipa. So are you a friend of my daughter's? Did Catherine say anything? When she'd be back or... Actually, don't worry. I'll call her. Oh, great. Her phone's dead. She knew I was coming. Did she say anything to you? Do you think we could maybe turn this off? Excuse me? This is quite important. I'm trying to work out where my daughter is. And it does happen to be her apartment. You know it's her birthday, right? Does she even check her messages? Did she say to you when she might be back?
Kat didn't mention a time.
Well, you seem very settled here. When did this even happen? Actually, you don't need to tell me. I don't need to know. I'll speak to Kat. I've been away for a few days. Couldn't be helped. I've avoided those weekends down at Middleton for so long now, and I just could not handle another one of my mother-in-law's digs about how I'm always leaving her poor baby Hugh to parent on his own. Ironic, really, as he never lifts a finger when she's around anyway. Oh, and then I'd promised to help out on the fate committee for the boys' school this morning. I tried to get out of it, but they make you feel so guilty. 3 hours of polite debating over whether fruit juice or soft drink contains more sugar. Oh, and whether the bows for the table should be made from crepe paper, which is more voluminous, or satin, which is, of course, shinier. I kept looking at the time, thinking, surely we're done with this now, but then someone else would chime in with an opinion. God, I thought I was never going to get out of there. So, do you have a key or something? Are you living here now? You don't say much, do you? I used to feel really awkward around silence. When I was younger, it would make me feel self-conscious, like I had to fill the gaps. Not so much anymore. I mean, you're obviously very good at it. Isn't it a wonderful skill to have? Staying quiet and allowing others to prattle on, slithering and squirming in their own discomfort.
Do not speak unless it improves on silence.
Pardon?
It's a philosophy I try to live my life by.
Oh, well, good for you.
I try to stay focused on what matters.
I can see that.
A distracted mind can do much damage. Are you a spiritual person?
Phillipa. Oh, my name's Phillipa.
Yes, I remembered.
Right. Oh, it's just that you didn't seem to acknowledge my introducing myself to you earlier. Doesn't matter. So, what was the question again? Spiritual. Marcus, I am probably the least spiritual person you will ever meet in your life.
You like to make light of things.
Do I?
I find humour is often used as a deflection.
Right. Bloody Catherine, she's meant to be coming with me to pick up the boys. These little guys. Has she told you about them? Miles and Ashley. I don't know, they talk about twins having telepathy, but sometimes I wonder if these two are even related. So, Ashley is our little entrepreneur. That one could sell ice to the Eskimos. I mean, he's a good boy, really. He's been selling chocolates for a footy fundraiser, and a lot of these boys end up selling to the same crowd, teachers, or the guy who runs the school cafe. So apparently, according to the head of the junior school, to keep himself ahead of the game, Ashley has been promising that there are golden tickets inside for 5 lucky buyers. I mean, seriously, he's 6. Now, Miles, on the other hand, and apologies in advance if this story falls into the not better than silence category. Kat, where the hell have you been?
Out.
Why didn't you pick up your phone?
I've given it away.
What? Again? Oh, for sake. How am I meant to even know you're okay when you keep giving away your bloody phone?
I don't know.
Well, listen, sweetheart. We'll pick the boys up a bit early and then we'll go get some cake. They've been dying to sing happy birthday to Kitty Cat. We could sit in the park. It's such a beautiful day.
I can't.
Of course you can. I'm here. Let's go. Cat? Catherine, come on, let's go. Come on. Hanu's in the car.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I brought him for you.
I just walked past the car. He wasn't there. Must have jumped out the window again.
Oh, bloody hell.
Would you like me to look for him?
Would you?
I'm guessing he's a dog, right?
Or he's a Finnish Spitz. There's only a couple in Australia. They're hunting dogs, but they're also great with children. We had to get him imported. Shit, he was so expensive. Hugh is going to freak.
I'll have a look.
Who is that?
Marcus?
Yeah, I know it's Marcus. We introduced ourselves, but who is he?
He's just a guy I met.
He's just an old guy you met who lives here now. He's a bit odd.
Mum, it's not a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's completely inappropriate for one thing. Are you being careful?
It's not even like that.
Oh, yeah? It's never like that. He's old enough to be your father.
Well, how would I know?
Watch it.
Okay. He does odd shifts at the fruit stall and his share house just broke up. He goes to India in a month, so I said he could stay here.
It's a very intimate space to be sharing when your relationship is not like that.
He's not even interested in that sort of thing. He sleeps in his swag on the floor.
Uh-huh.
He's training to become a monk.
Are you serious?
He's taken a vow of celibacy.
Okay.
He has.
Okay.
Well, why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Like you don't believe me.
I'm just saying, be careful. I know men, and you're still at a very fragile place. Do you really think that it's such a good idea to have some freeloader stay?
I mean, he must have somewhere else he can go. You really should just be focusing on getting yourself better. Keeping to your meds. I mean, I think it's great that you've got that little job at the fruit stall. Remember? It's all about setting up predictable routines so you stay
Don't try to top yourself again.
I just need to know that you're okay, Kat. Would you give me that? Please.
I'm fine. So you can go.
You've been listening to The Middle Way by Lucy Coombe, produced by South Australian Playwrights Theatre, featuring Kate Bonney as Phillipa, Chris Azimos as Hugh, Katie O'Reilly as Rayleen, Nick Bennett as Marcus, Catherine Sortini as Kat, Samantha Riley as the counsellor, Taylor and Georgina, and Matt Hawkins as the pastor. Sound engineering by Alastair Schmidt.
Check out your nearest Safeway for great deals on items throughout the store. This week at Safeway, value packs of Signature Farms boneless skinless chicken breast or thighs are buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. Also this week at Safeway, 1 pound containers of strawberries and 6 ounce or 18 ounce containers of blueberries are buy one, get one free, equal or lesser value. Visit Safeway.com, download the Safeway Deals and Delivery app, or head into your local Safeway to find more great deals.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award winning Ozcast network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.